Before the video starts, I must say thank you so much. I have over 50 subscribers now, and I really am chuffed a bit, so thank you. So I think the VW T4 is the perfect van either for van life or for just going away at the weekends. It's not too big, at the same time it's not too small. So this will fit under a 2-metre height barrier, so you can get into most car parks or underground car parks. But at the same time, if you need a van where you want to be able to stand up, you just elevate the roof and you can stand up inside. The other good thing with this is it blends in. So it doesn't look like a camper van, so you can park on a busy street and you can sleep in here and no one would even know. Another reason why I think this is great for either van life or just for weekend camping is the fact that they're cheap. These are 20-odd-year-old vans now, so second-hand prices of these are pretty low. And these will do 700 miles to a tank of fuel, which means that now I've filled this up, I could drive from here all the way to John O'Groats at the top of Scotland and not even have to stop. So these vans are pretty reliable. They're used by the AA in the past. Obviously a 20-odd-year-old van is going to have some problems, but for the most part these are reliable, and the parts aren't really expensive either. Right, so inside the van we've got a swivel seat base on here, so this big double seat can turn around, so it turns it then from being a van into a camper van. Down here we've got a little diesel heater that is fed from the main fuel tank underneath, and that's ideal in the winter. I mean, it's just, you can't do without that, especially if you're going to live in a van. Other than that, got a little fridge here. In the cupboard underneath here, I always have 2 gas bottles, so that if I run out with one, I don't waste what I'm cooking and can switch to another. I know in a lot of vans these should be in a specific gas locker. They're not in here, but I do have the floor vents, so if there was a leak. And then up the top here, obviously a little 2-burner hob and a sink. The only other thing worth seeing obviously is the bed here. It's just a rock and roll bed that pulls out. Got storage underneath, and again cupboard storage in the back here. There's 2 of those. The other thing worth noting with a VW van is you're part of a VW community then. Other van drivers with VWs will wave and acknowledge you on the road. There's lots of Facebook groups. If you've got a problem with a van, there's lots of people that can give you advice and knowledge on how to get it fixed or which garages to go to have it fixed for you. And it's something you don't get with other vans. You don't see Vauxhall Vivaro owners waving at each other. You know, you see a lot of people in Mercedes Sprinters now. They're popular for van life, but again, you look at the size of a Sprinter and where it can go. This van has been, just in the last few weeks, we've taken it down to Cornwall. We've been through Foy, and I'll show you the footage in a minute of how small those streets were. And we parked right in the centre of Foy. You just couldn't get down there in a big Sprinter, but you can do in this. And more examples. I mean, we stayed in Monaco in a multi-storey car park, again, that you couldn't get into in a bigger van. So here we are, having slept in the centre of Foy, and you'll see in a second just how narrow these roads are. So it was tight just for a car or a small van. So there you go. That's why I think that the VW Transporter T4 is the best van for van life or just for weekend use. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.